How's it going, guys? Manatee Gaming here, and we are looking at what is very sad, honestly, for the Runescape community. Runelabs is closing 28th of May. At 28th of May, when Ideas for 2017 ends, we'll be making some crucial changes where basically they're taking away the entire thing. So how do you feel about this? Let me know in the comments below. I can tell you personally that I'm sad to see this go. They do have a reasoning here where not enough players have been really participating, which I would probably agree with because honestly, if you looked at how many people actually voted on things, it is a very small portion of the community. But here's the issue that I saw with how Jagex ran Runelabs, and this is my opinion about the entire thing. Obviously, you can have your own opinion for sure. This is just mine. The whole polls in game were pretty much non-existent. When it came to new content popping up, they really only polled things if it had been like the biggest thing that had like tons and tons and tons of votes. I mean, in all honesty, it seems like they probably could have like kept the interest in Runelabs a little bit higher by just properly managing Runelabs along with the in-game polls. I mean, if anything, they could have just put some of the ideas that they thought were interesting into the polls, and then people could have polled it, or they could have said, "No, I'm not interested in this topic." Um, yeah, but at the same time, I do agree with them with it wasn't there just wasn't enough people coming in, but it is very sad to see, honestly, because right here it says long term we're reviewing the player power process and investigating the possibility of an alternative. A possibility of the alternative. You guys, like seriously, Jagex, player power process. I mean, there's hardly any player power going on right now. The players have been saying for quite a while the treasure hunter promos are just overpowered, and all they want is money. I mean, honestly, there are definitely ways that even I can think of how to not make the game pay to win, and how people would still be buying content, so to keep everybody happy. Sell some stuff, obviously, to make the extra money. I totally agree with that as a business standpoint, but at the same time, you don't have to sell stuff that's going to give people an unfair advantage to the point where if you don't buy this, you are basically going to be behind everybody else. That's just not fun. That ruins the experience. That ruins that ruins a lot of things. And I think that is what players are really getting at when they say all these overpowered treasure hunter promos. They're overpowered, yes, and the problem is if you don't have the money to fork out, then you're just going to be behind. For example, the rune crafting thing that came out recently, people bought 120 and 200 million rune crafting through that event very easily, very quickly. Now I say easily with kind of a light note because the fact that people would have had to fork out upwards of $1,000 and beyond in order to be able to achieve 200 million rune crafting through that event. It's extremely expensive, and yeah, from a business standpoint, cool, good on you guys, Jagex. But here's the problem, though, is that you've now completely diluted the skill of rune crafting. I'll tell you from my own personal experience, I hardly want to do rune crafting now because I'm like, well, everybody else bought this, so when I get to a high EXP in my rune crafting, other people are going to look at it like, oh, you must have bought it during that promo. Well, congrats, you basically killed rune crafting. Anyway, that's it for this, guys. Let me know what you feel down below. Subscribe and hit that like button if you have not already. And we will be looking into some more stuff going on with Jagex, hopefully positive things in the near future. All right, guys, have a good one.